What's going on YouTube? It's Jay Wilson. Just a quick announcement before we start the video. Remember the Wounded Warrior Project DAV donation, 3rd annual, is still going on. It goes till the end of December. We've got time. It's going to be registered with the Wounded Warrior Project, so half of the proceeds will go to WWP, half of the proceeds will go to DAV. I thank you so much to everyone that's donated. Remember, there's going to be some pretty epic prizes that happen with the highest 3 donators. I've got some collaborations with other YouTube channels and businesses adding stuff to these care packages, and it's going to be really cool. So I thank you so much for donating, for sharing this video, for commenting. Continue to share it, continue to get it out there, because the more people we reach, the more people we can reach. Thank you so much. Let's get on with the show. What? YouTube, it's Jay Wilson, JWill07, Instagram, Twitter, Jay Wilson on Facebook, NorthfinUSA.com. Get your food there, along with any information needed on how to raise, keep, water quality, you name it, African cichlid wise, it's on NorthfinUSA.com. So why are we here? Well, are you tired of the hobby? You tired of the time it takes? Or are you just plain frustrated with what's happening with your tank? Dead fish, cloudy water, poor tank parameters, not enough money. Well, I've got solutions for all 4 of those things, because there is a reason why you're in the hobby, and there's a reason why you should stay. So let's go. 1, frustrated, not enough time. You name it. It's all chaotic. What can we do to have more time and not be as frustrated? Plan, schedule. Schedule your water changes. Write down the things you need to do weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever the case is. You need to plan for this fish tank. It's not easy. Once you get it established, once you have a plan, it is easy. 2, fish. What I mean by fish is, are they too aggressive? Are they not coloring up? And this could be for pretty much any tank. I'm just going to give it all up and get rid of all these fish and start over. Why? Let's try to figure out what happened. Was it an automatic thing? Was it a trigger like light that happened in my tank? Some people say it wasn't light. I'm a firm believer that what happened in my tank was light. So what you need to do is break down what started that issue. Did you rearrange the scape and something happened? Did you add a background? Did you take out a background? Did you add a ton of plants? Did you take away something that those fish needed to thrive? That they created their own habitat, their own hierarchy out of what you just did, and now you took it away. So think about that. 3, money. Is money an issue where you can't take care of these guys anymore? Or is it you're trying to buy the best of the best each and every month and you can't afford it? Whether it's maintenance products, whether it's food, whether it's just filters in general, starting. You want to start and you can't figure it out. There are fun and informative ways to figure out how to do it. 1, buy your stuff in bulk. Okay? If you jump on, for instance, my website, you want to get food, buying 100-gram packs to try, absolutely. But if you know you like the food, you're going to save money if you buy a bigger bag. They last a long time. This goes with any food. Buy in bulk. Filter media, buy in bulk. Filters. There is an exceptional educational YouTuber called the King of DIY. You can't miss him. He's from Canada. He loves arowanas. He loves rays. He builds his tanks. He builds filters. He is your go-to source for educational aquatics. He can save you a ton of money. He's got a book that'll save you a ton of money. And he didn't tell me to say this. I'm saying it because the resource is there and we fail sometimes to utilize it. So make sure you have everything budgeted properly. Buy in bulk when you can, shop around, and ultimately choose the best customer service with the best price and utilize your resources. 4, a catastrophe. Let me preface. The catastrophe is the perfect storm. You come home and everything is just chaotic. From your water parameters to your water clarity to fish acting strange to just you name it, it happened. Okay? Don't let that stop you or let that move you out of the hobby. It shouldn't. Because there's a lot of other things that are happening in your life that are causing this to be highlighted. Because this hasn't happened one time. If you tell me or anybody that you've had perfect water, perfect fish, perfect aquatic hobby life, you're lying to yourself. Let alone lying to us. You're always going to have ups and downs. You're always going to have issues. You're always going to have fish die. These are the inevitable. You're always going to rush something and something's going to go wrong. Let me explain. My tank has not been to the level that I enjoy for probably about a month and a half, 2 months. My wife came through those doors behind you and said, your tank is not looking like your tank. Shot through the heart, man. Crazy. But there were things that were getting in the way that I thought were getting in the way that caused me to be in that situation. Then I get my mind right and the catastrophe happens and I lose a total of 8 fish now over the course of the whole debacle. Well, I fixed those things. I'm now back to the clarity that I like, that I'm comfortable with. I can sit in my office and look at my tank. Do you ever go into somebody's house and you look at their tank and you're not sure if they have any fish in there because of how cloudy, green, brown it is? They gave up. But there was a reason why we get into the fish hobby in the first place. Whether it's a community type thing or whether you had a friend that was doing it or whether you needed relaxation. Little did you know it was a lot of stress at the same time. But there's a reason that brought you in. Don't allow one moment, one issue to move you out of the hobby. Nah, don't do it. Think about it. Get back to the basics. You enjoyed what you did 6 weeks ago, so why don't you enjoy it now? So find out. Do a pros and cons list. Maybe fish keeping is not for you anymore. That is okay. But you have to come to that point because I would rather you do that type of work first and say, you know what, I want to stay, than to go away for a month or two, spend a ton more money to get back to where you were in the first place, all because of one issue, your favorite fish died. If you get into the fish hobby and you're afraid of a fish dying, email me, askawaywithjay@gmail.com. We might have to talk through it. Remember, askawaywithjay@gmail.com. Any question you submit, I will try to answer. I'm at about a 95% success rate in answering all questions via email. I've reached out to people via phone, text. I will be there for you if you need it. But don't give up just because of one incident. So, utilize your resources. Stick to the basics. Find out methodically what happened, what changed. Buy in bulk when you can. Utilize educational resources. There's a ton out there. A ton. Now, not everybody is going to be informative in terms of the right information. I can tell you everything you need to know about my tank, but I don't know your tank. I don't know where it's set up. I don't know the lighting. I don't know what you can use. I don't know your budget. I don't know what kind of fish you want, and I don't know how many times you're going to change your mind. I can only tell you what I've done and how it's helped me become a better fish keeper. So if you have a question, askawaywithj@gmail.com. Leave a comment in the video. I will try to answer it the best of my ability, but be specific. Too many times we leave out the specifics, and that was the biggest piece of information that somebody trying to help you needed. So utilize your resources. Keep a couple people close in your phone book just in case you need them. And enjoy fish keeping. These guys and girls, whether you're breeding, whatever you're doing, are supposed to keep you stress-free. Studies show that it reduces your heart rate and can potentially help you live longer. I'd like to fight that science and say sometimes when the going gets rough, your heart rate is almost double of what it is. Your aggression, your determination to figure out what was going on is so elevated. Blood's rushing everywhere, and I'm pretty sure that's not good for you. So remember, askawaywithj@gmail.com. I'm going to start a series back up again called Ask Away with Jay. Email your questions at askawaywithj@gmail.com. It will get on air. It will get on air. I promise you that. If it goes to spam, I'm sorry, I will try. 95% of the stuff will get on there. Remember, the holidays are approaching. Plan ahead if you're going to be out of the house. Make sure you've got a plan on how your fish tank is going to be cared for, let alone all the other animals you got, whether they're feathered, they're furred, or they're finned. So I hope this was informational enough to get you motivated to get back in the game. The new year's approaching, new science is out there, new products are coming out, new videos are dropping left and right from everyone. So utilize that all for your success. We've developed this community over years and years. Some of us are newcomers, 3 years young. Some of us are old timers, 10 years old. And some of us are just getting into this video. Utilize all this information. Utilize your collective resources because this community was built on information. And if your information is not the right for somebody else, don't get upset because they get upset. Not everybody's information is going to be helpful. You got to find what works for you and succeed. You fall down 99, you get back up 100. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope this helped you. Yoshi hasn't said one word. I'm really surprised, and I thank him for not piping in. So you know what's next. Holla! Well, there's the clarity. And these little fellas are looking amazing. Oh. It's amazing what patience can do. This Malawi eye biter is getting awesome. Look at him. Woo! This guy lost his eye. Man. But all in all, everybody's doing good. Thank you so much for watching till the end.